Hi guys, this is Stacy with Earth Angel Intuition. This is actually my very first video, so I want to start off by saying thank you for everyone who inspired me to do this and didn't give up on me and kind of pushed me to keep going, keep pursuing this dream even though I had some fears about it. And so I'm going to start, the first video is the Delphi Murders, and I'm going to do a reading on that. Now, I know a lot of people wanted me to start with the Maya Robertson, and I do plan on getting into like Casey and Caleb Anthony, John Bonet, the Watts family, Kanika, Maddie McCain. But right now I am going to start with the Delphi Murders. Abby and Libby, they were on the Monon Trail here in Indiana, and they were killed. And what I do a lot of times with my clients is, in this case, it is still unsolved. And new information just came to light, so maybe we can just see what the cards have to say about this. What I do with my clients is, a lot of times I'll make custom tarot spreads, and so I did that with this case. The first card's going to be just what happened to them, info to help solve the case, what's to come, steps to take, what's hidden, any messages from Abby, any messages from Libby, any message about the perpetrator, and then the overall outcome and a higher message. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started here with our reading. I did go ahead and draw the cards and shuffle the deck. And for Abby and Libby's messages, I drew another card, and it's the Archangel Inspiration cards. And for the higher message, I did that as well. So for what happened, let's see. And I'll just give you guys a quick peek. I did not flip the cards over. I do not know what they are at this point. So I just kind of laid them out for you guys. And so the first card we have for what happened, I have the Ten of Wands. And this just to me indicates that there's a whole lot here, possibly more than we're going to be able to get with just one reading. Maybe a full mediumship with the girls in the future. But yeah, there's just definitely a lot here. And it represents like a culmination of the past and present. Maybe it's getting into the new information that's been released and the new sketch, perhaps, because it does indicate like there's something currently going on with this. Maybe a lot. Maybe it's because this card is a feeling of like overburden. Maybe this new information is just maybe causing more conflict or difficulties in the case. Just like there's so much going on here right now. And so info to help solve the case, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this does indicate like things coming full circle. It may even like plans that aren't turning out quite as expected. This is a major arcana card, so I feel like this is very significant right now. And there's a lot going on here as well, just like disharmony, things just not really going the way they should. Again, I'm getting the feeling like this kind of is involving the new information that's been released. Now, I know I read something that said that the first sketch or the man, I just feel like it's going to be really important to stick to that first picture of that Libby had taken on her phone. There's a picture of the man and some audio. I feel like that's what people have been sticking to for a long time. and maybe with this new information that's out, maybe they'll change directions here. And I feel like we really should stick to what Lydia had picked up on her phone. That's what I'm getting here. What's to come? We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this definitely indicates that we're going to figure things out eventually. I find it interesting. You see kind of a hill here, some body of water. The audio said go down the mountain or go down the hill. So, I mean, that's just interesting there. And it's just really taking the world by the hand. So, looking at the bigger picture, the overall picture here, and I do feel like it's a positive omen that we're going to get some answers to the case. I feel like it won't be as soon as we would hope, but things are going to come to light. For what's hidden, we have the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of male energy here. Out of the first 4 cards, it's all males. I'm wondering if maybe there was more than one person involved, or at least other people who know what happened. Maybe protecting him. And again, this is for what's hidden. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely feeling like a lot of male energy here. Obviously, the picture Libby took on her phone and the sketches, both sketches the police gave us were males. And I do feel like, especially with the 10 of Wands here, that overburden could have also been talking about, the girls went through a whole lot. I feel like it was a very dark, violent crime. And we should definitely stay focused on what Libby picked up in the bigger picture here. Don't get too hung up on the smaller details. I feel like we need to be really looking at the bigger picture. Now for messages from Abby. This is a card of despair, struggle. And as I'm saying this, I feel something on my wrist. I feel like she was choked. It was definitely very violent in nature. She's experienced a great loss. Again, there's a river here. He had him cross the river. So, wow. Her cups have fallen over on one side of the river, you know, and she's still... Wow, this is just really deep. She definitely, the girls, they experienced a lot in their final moments. Spiritual understanding was the other card that I had pulled for her, and this is just helping you understand spiritual truths. I feel like she is at peace now, but she definitely, in her final moments, went through a whole lot. For any messages from Libby, I do have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a card about, you know, she was very wise, very courageous. She stood up for herself. She did what she knew was right. I definitely feel like, this indicates the phone, and this is messages from Libby. So it's interesting that, you know, with the first few cards, I just really had this strong sense that we should focus on Libby and the pictures she took and the audio. And I really feel like this card here is saying that again. And wow, again, we have mountains and a river. That's I mean, all of the cards seem to have mountains except for the Wheel of Fortune card. All of these cards are depicting the scene, which is kind of crazy. There's mountains here, mountains in the body of water here, the mountains in this one, in hers, I feel like that body of water there is just really, in Libby's as well, there's the mountains and the body of water. This, that go, I just feel like, yeah, they went through a whole lot. It was definitely a dark crime. Her other card is courage. She had the courage to take that video. I feel like she did fight back. She has wings. They're at peace. They're at peace now, which that's wonderful to pick up. This one was steps to take. I actually skipped over it. Oh my goodness. There's the body of water, the mountains. We're on our way to figuring things out. It may indicate that it's going to be a struggle to get there. I feel like maybe we don't have everything that we need to figure things out at this point, but that we will and that we're getting there. Well, all of the cards, I think it's just interesting here that they all have the bodies of water and or mountains in them. And the audio, that audio is going to be very important because he says go down the mountains, and I mean that's all we're seeing here. We need to focus on that audio and Libby's message for us. The eighth card that we drew here is any message about the perp, and I have the Seven of Wands in reverse here. He's very methodical. This was a very well thought out plan. Again, I'm feeling like he has some sort of ties or connections. There's people who know him. She knew him. Libby knew him, I feel like, or he knew her at least. And that's why she was scared and took that picture of the man on the bridge. I feel like she may have had past conversations with him, or but she didn't. I feel like she knew him, and so again, even in the seven, we're getting Seven of Swords. You know, the scene behind there has mountains, and there's other people in the background, dark people in the background. I'm wondering if there's someone protecting him. The overall outcome, we're getting the Hierophant. I remember seeing something that to disregard the picture or the first sketch, the man is no longer a person of interest, and that's really interesting. I mean, because this is about authority, law, counsel. I feel like it's really in the police's hands at this point, and I feel like the new information that they gave us is going to kind of messy up the water as this Ten of Wands with the past and the present just being too much. And then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is just about ill-conceived plans and things not going how they're supposed to be going right now. So I feel like the police are going to give us some more information on this eventually, and that's really what's going to help us get to where we need to go. We are well on our way. Keep focused on Libby and what she said in the bigger picture here again, because I keep getting that, and that's so important. The higher message is the Queen of Swords. So yeah, they went through a lot, but they're in a better place. You know, you see the clouds and the sky all around them. They overcame a whole lot, and they're where they need to be. They transformed. There's again the river in the background and the mountains, but then now they're above all that in the sky. Patience. So we're gonna get answers. We're gonna find out what happened to the girls. Spread your wings. Wow, and I didn't even mean to have two cards here, so that's really important again. And the spread your wings is they're at peace now, and it's also telling us, you know, the timing and everything, to have patience, and we're gonna get answers here. Things are coming to light. I feel like we're gonna get some more information here from the police soon, and that's really gonna help, because I feel like there's a lot that the police have that we haven't had access to, and that's where a lot of the answers lie. I'm hoping that that's not because someone, either in the family or the police, know what happened and are protecting them. I don't feel like the killer is either the girls' families, anyone in that, but I feel like they have ties somewhere, I think, with Libby. So that's all, guys. I will answer some yes/no pendulum questions in the comments you have regarding the case. Also, if you can, please comment and let me know any high-profile cases or even people that you would like me to do a reading on. My business page, my Facebook page is Earth Angel Intuition, facebook.com/Earth Angel Intuition/. So definitely message me if you would like an individual reading. They start at $10. Full custom spreads like the one I did just now would be $30 for that, plus 10 pendulum questions. So also I will again be doing Amia Robertson next. She is a little girl missing in Indiana, so stay tuned for that. Please like and share. Comment and let me know what you would like me to do a reading on after that. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure, and have a wonderful night.